everybody to my first attempt at making a video on YouTube that's worth anything, maybe even a video series that's got any real effort on my part. You're going to hear my animals running around in the background. My German Shepherd is playing with the cat, and well, that's just part of life, I suppose. I'm going to try and do a budget build or a dirt cheap overland build in a way that I don't think I've ever seen it done before. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the median household income of my area and the median household expenses of my area, and whatever's left over out of that, that's our budget. So if I've got 200 bucks a month for mods or anything like that, that's what we have to work with. That's the way I'm building this. I have built some trucks in the past and spent a lot of money doing it and enjoyed every minute of it. We recently purchased this house, and because of 2021 prices and things were crazy, I wanted to be able to put us in the best position possible, so I sold all my toys. Wanted to get started again. My wife suggested that, you know what, you always talk about this, why don't you just try it? You've got the time, why not give it a whirl? So here we are. This is what we're doing. So I've given myself some arbitrary rules, and these are what I'm going to try and go by, and I expect to be held to them. These rules I've written down in this book, and not only is this going to cover the rules, but I'm going to document every dime I spend on this truck and where it goes, and I'm going to share that with you guys as we go along. I did purchase the truck already. Just got it inspected, got it taken care of, passed the flying colors. It's exactly the type of vehicle I was looking for this particular project, and I will show that to you at the end of the video. So the rules are as follows: median income, median expenses. So we went over that. Rule number 2, the truck must be under $2,000, not rotten and or rusty. Living in a salt state kind of makes that a little more difficult, but I did find it. Minimal rust, good vehicle, not the prettiest, and definitely not the flashiest. See, rule number 3, we're going to go to, it must be reliable, family friendly, and daily driver. So I wanted something that was reliable, you know, didn't have to work on it a whole bunch. Family friendly, that's a big one, because, you know, we have guys that work on and want to do this type of thing that have a wife, 2 kids, and a dog. I have a wife and a dog and cats running around, although they don't go with us many places, but the dog goes with us everywhere. There isn't anywhere that we won't go to. We won't take that dog if we can do it. I'll even skip events if I can't take my dog, just because he's our buddy. It's like a little brother. Number 4, that's where we're at. I think we covered this already. It must pass inspections, and it did. The vehicle passed all inspections, safety and emissions, which we have in our area, unfortunately. There's no issues whatsoever. It passed everything. There are some maintenance items that I do want to do to the vehicle, and I'll cover those as we go along, and how much they cost to do, but overall it passed. I mean, I could drive it today. Insurance is super cheap on it too. I was really impressed with that. Number 5, it's got to be easy to find and easy to buy parts for. So not only is the truck easy to find, or this body style of vehicle easy to find and find relatively cheap, it's really easy to get parts for, because there's thousands of them out there, and that's what I wanted. I wanted something that you could go into any parts store and say, I need this, and chances are they've probably got it. It doesn't matter where you're at in the country. So that's why I went with that way. And you may get some, you know, I might get scolded for what I bought, but there's a method to my madness. And I may fail at this miserably. I'm not entirely sure yet, so follow along for the possibility of a catastrophic failure of trying to do this on so little money. Let's see, number 7. The modifications I'm going to do to the truck are going to have to be as easy to get a hold of as possible, used. I am going to try to do used parts, used things. Hello, cat. And now introduce you to Whiskey. This is Whiskey Cat. and he's gonna plop down on the table because that's what he does. So yes, moving on, as many used parts as I can find, as you know, whether modification wise. I'm not gonna put, you know, a used wheel bearing in it or anything like that, but if I can find certain items that would normally cost you a fortune new, if I can find them used, I will do that. Again, we're working on a budget, and the budget isn't going to be that big. Let's go, number 8. Where is number 8? Safety items can be new. That's gonna be a tough one. Yes, and not tough in the sense that tough to get. It's gonna be tough to stay in budget when buying certain items. So there's going to be that. And I'm forcing myself to try and stay as close to this monthly budget. It's a monthly ordeal as possible. So if the average guy has an extra $200 a month laying around for modifications or safety items, you know, to play with, he can't go around and buy $300 worth of stuff. He may have to wait 2 months to fix it. So now I won't make you guys wait 2 months before I do whatever I'm doing, because that would just take forever as far as a video series. But I will point out that, hey, this item put us over budget, and this is where we're at. Number 10, donations can be accepted. Donations of parts. That kind of caveats into the next rule as well, which is I'm a mechanic part-time, you know, and a truck driver. I can barter my time, and I believe that there are guys out there who can also, maybe you're a landscaper or something of that nature, that would take the time to. You want to lay down? Is that what you want? You want to lay down? Go ahead. You can be in my video with me. Come on. You comfortable? Nah, now he's comfortable. He's ready for his nap. Oh, where was I? Oh, maybe if you're a landscaper or something, a plumber, you could trade services for parts or something of that nature, work out a deal with somebody. You never know. So that, or if you got a buddy who's got something that he's no longer using, or he upgraded a part and said, hey, if you want these set of lights, you can have them. That's acceptable. It's just the way things go. So sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. So the last rule is no glamour parts, which means that we're not going to do anything like big fancy wheels or crazy light systems. We're not going to put an $1,800 Baja light bar on a $2,000 rig. That seems silly to me. We're not going to put $3,000 wheels on a $2,000 rig that don't really perform a function. They just look good. So that's where we're going to go with that. So that's kind of the arbitrary rules I've laid out. And I don't know how well we're going to do. I don't know if this is going to be a video series that's ain't going to get any traction at all. It may just die in the water, and that's okay. But I'm still going to document it. I'm not a great videographer. I am not an editor. I'm a guy that likes to go out and camp, have fun, and I figure I would take this process that I'm going to try to do, that I was originally just going to make posts, you know, like a blog style on this, but my wife in her brilliance said, why don't you just put it up on YouTube? So my big ass is now on YouTube. So here we are. Next scene we're going to cut to is going to be introducing the truck, and it's going to be a short clip about what it is, and I expect to get roasted, and by all means do so. And maybe if I'm gonna make this a success and actually make this truck do what I want it to do, maybe guys will turn their eyebrow and say, maybe that's not such a bad idea after all. So I'm not going to give it away. You got to just keep watching. I thank you, and we're going to go from there. Let's go see the truck. And here we are at the Ferguson Whistle Stop, an iconic building and a not so iconic truck sitting next to it. It's a 2000 Oldsmobile Bravada, 4.3 liter V6, all-wheel drive, smart track system. It does work. The air conditioner works. The power seats, power locks, power window, everything absolutely works on this truck. Past inspections, one of my criteria. No questions asked. Went right in, passed emissions and everything. Very minimal rust. It has brand new, almost brand new tires on it, which are kind of have to come off because they're grandma tires. Seats are in good shape. Cargo area lays completely flat, which I was excited about. You can see our Loki's dog hair back here because, well, we take Loki everywhere with us generally. No tears, no damage. We purchased this from an older gentleman. His wife had stopped driving. They put 220,000 miles on it. I think it's at 224 or so right now. I threw those floor mats in it. Overall, in pretty decent shape. So that's it, folks. This is where we're starting from. We're going to try to take this really cheap SUV and turn it into an overland camping vehicle for the least amount of money possible. Wish me luck. And so there's the vehicle. That's what we're working with. Not what you would have thought. Not what most people would think. And I'm sure there's some guys out there that have those trucks and they're like, yeah, of course. Why would you not? They just aren't as looked at as Toyota 4Runners or anything like that. Jeeps. They're just not a popular vehicle to off-road or take camping. I'm gonna try to turn that one into an Overlander. I may fail at this miserably, or it might be a huge success. Follow along, and we'll see. Thanks for watching, folks. Leave a comment in the squawk box downstairs.